Hey y'all, in this video I'm going to show you our poor man side folder and show how you would install it. It all started with this Hatsan Sortie. I bought one and was really displeased with that. For a $600 gun, I feel like this is just wrong. I thought maybe I could do better than this and at the same time maybe provide something that's a little more affordable. And what I ended up finding when looking for a side folder was a $160 plus side folder like this one here. That's it's all, you know, steel, nice and heavy, definitely, you know, firearm grade, but obviously pretty pricey. This one here is a little cheaper. This is aluminum and this is some sort of cast material here. For the price, I think this is pretty great. It still has a really short lob and it's fixed, and it still costs like 90 bucks. And I came up with the poor man side folder. It has a buffer tube with the adjustable stock, and it still has the, you know, the locking open and locking close mechanism here. It clamps onto a picatinny, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how you would install that on the Hatsan Sortie. Just remove this side folding stock first. This has a little knurled thumb screw here that you can loosen, and set that aside. The poor man side folder, it tightens with an Allen key. You have to loosen this screw. Might as well just remove it and get it where you want it. Put the screw back through. Tighten it up like so. Now you have an adjustable length of pull, buttstock. Still have the side folding, folds away neatly. If you don't want it to fold to the right side, you'd rather it fold to the left, you would just need to remove the buttstock like so, and then use a socket to remove this 1/4 by 6 inch bolt that goes through the buffer tube. Now you would need to turn this adapter around to the other side. Flip it over this way. Now you can just make sure you have the little detents facing down in the right orientation. Put it into the slot there. It has a little alignment feature. Now tighten that up. Don't make it crazy tight. There we go. Put that buttstock back on. Now you're good to go. Now the one thing that'll change though, you know, not obviously it folds over to the left side now, but instead of get it out, in order to get it out of the detent to fold it to the side, you'll have to push up on it, you know, or I like to put my thumb on here and push down with my thumb while I pull up on the tube, and then folds off to that side. Now stays in position. Now to put it back into position, same thing, pull up on it, pops into position that way. And then, you know, if you're doing it the other way, you're gonna have to push down on it and go over to the side. Very easy install, much more affordable than all the other options that are out there right now that I know of, with the added benefit of now having the adjustable lock. This is really tough. I mean, that holds up well. It is plastic though, so you know, 3D printing is just the technology I have available to me right now to make these parts. And I'm not mass producing stuff and getting an injection molded, not machining and everything. I'm able to, with 3D printers, to get things to the market really quick and innovate really rapidly, and I like that. But the drawback is obviously the parts are weaker. I made sure to make this as robust as I can for a 3D printed part, and I'm really pleased with it. It does have a, you know, a steel pin and spring and E-clip. It does have a steel bolt going through the buffer tube. That's what gives you the strength here. Without that bolt, that would probably just crack. I am really pleased with it. You can cycle the hell out of this thing. As long as you take care of it, it'll hold up. I mean, obviously, if I took this right now and had it in the locked position and I just cranked out on it, it'd crack, it'd fall apart, no doubt. I'll go ahead and open and close it 1,000 times just to show you that if you take care of it, it'll hold up. It'll become something that's just costing us too much to you know, replace and whatnot, then I'll probably just stop selling them. Hopefully we can have that sorted out just by giving you some realistic expectations and just know and to just show you right now that if you take care of it, that that it will last, it will hold up, and it's for the price. I think it's really great. I'm really pleased with it. So I'll go ahead and get to that. There it is, folks. 1,000 cycles, and it still is holding up really well. You can still hold it in this position here. Still pops right into the detent and stays in position. And I'll show you, there is obviously going to be some wear from cycling it that much, all that friction. And by the way, I was considering one cycle to open it like that and then close it like that. And then I let it fall into the detent almost every time. Every once in a while, I would crank it back a little too early before it fell in the detent. And honestly, I was much rougher on it than you would be, you know, if you were just folding it in to put it in a case, or if you were, you know, folding it out to shoot it. Since I was hurrying like that, you know, I could feel it every once in a while where I was putting a lot of stress on it. But it held up really, really good. There's some, you can see some abrasion on the surface there, but everything's still in working order. There's no cracks. It functions just fine and doesn't even feel any looser, really. Worked really good, held up really well. I'm really surprised that the camera stayed alive the whole time in this heat, and this thing is in good shape, and I know I'm not. Nice little gun. I really like this semi-auto feature. That is pretty sweet, and it's even sweeter with this adjustable stock here and without that junky little one that came with it. One of the things that really drives the price up is this adjustable buttstock here, because I purchased these and resell them. I'm going to offer another option with a 3D printed fixed buttstock that'll take the price down dramatically and make it really the poor man's side folder. So stay tuned for that. That just occurred to me today to do, so it's a little work yet to be done before I release that, but that'll be coming out as well. And there's also the Beeman 2027 lower now with the picatinny adapter on the back for you to install this side folder on it as well. One thing to note about the Beeman 2027 though, just the placement of the side folder is just a little bit awkward because it's right here on the top of your hand like that, so not super comfortable. but it does allow you to mount a side folding stock. You still have the adjustable feature. You would be able to turn it over to the other side and get this off your hand, but then it blocks the bolt back here. It's not going to be like that on the 2240 and 1322 since the bolt is on the side right here. You don't have to worry about anything on the back. You'll be able to turn it over and this won't be near your hand. Just something to note. You can also just buy the lower if you want and then get one of these pricier adjustable stocks that might be a little more comfortable, but obviously without that adjustable linker pull. I think that's all I got.